Afternoon, I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times. It's Tuesday, December the 1st, and the good news is it's not raining in Little Rock today for the first time in seems like forever. And it's probably the biggest news of the day, too. It's sort of a slow day so far. It is Giving Tuesday. This is a newly developed idea to really get into the spirit of the Christmas season. We've had Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all the other variations of events aimed at spurring people buying things for Christmas. Giving Tuesday is about giving to worthy causes that help other people at Christmas time. Look up your favorite charity and see if you can find a little room in your budget to give them a little something. You get a tax deduction in most cases, and you help some other people. It's Giving Tuesday. See if you can give something too. Jermain Taylor, the former world champion boxer from Little Rock, was in court this morning. He entered a plea bargain on 3 pending assault cases, one at a Martin Luther King parade, dust up with a family, once for firing a gunshot at a cousin, another time for hitting somebody in a rehab center where he was committed. He's pleaded guilty to Class D felonies. This means that sentencing in several months, he may be eligible for probationary sentences depending on what the victims say and what the probation office says. He hopes to resume a boxing career. He's said to be in good shape. They say his brain has not been damaged by some pretty tough fights. It's a sad tale. A guy's been from rags to riches and back to rags again, but he's hoping to fight his way out of it. He's trying to clear his criminal docket. They think fights will be scheduled now that he's gotten these things behind him if he doesn't go to jail in April when he's sentenced. UTC Aerospace, which operates a facility in North Little Rock that makes stereo equipment, other equipment for in-flight services on private airplanes, told its employees today, and there are 32 of them, that they're going to be out of work by the end of the first quarter in 2016. This is a nearly 30-year-old company, part of what has become a very large aerospace industry in North Little Rock, but this one's going to be leaving town. The company won't explain why its needs felt that the North Little Rock facility should be the one to close out of a number it operates around the world. Andrea Lee, the state auditor, said today that she has sent her letter to the Treasury Department attempting to begin the process of laying Arkansas claim to some $160 million in matured but unclaimed U.S. savings bonds. She's not expecting them to turn those bonds over willingly to the state's possession. This could be the first step in what will be a lawsuit. Yesterday, Governor Asa Hutchinson talked about the need for sentencing reform in Arkansas. They're disparate sentences. We send some people to prison too long. He thinks something needs to be done about it. Mara Leverett responds with an opinion piece I urge you to read at arkansasblog.com. And it's about the case of Tim Howard, somebody who was resentenced on a murder charge. The jury thought he was going to be released after serving several decades in prison. He was not because of one objection. Mara Leverett says if the governor is really serious about sentence reform, it's going to take some courage and some sometimes unpopular cases to have true equal treatment in sentences, and this is one of those cases. Another funny little thing out at the Capitol today, the legislature passed a law that was supposed to perfect the new ethics amendment in 2015. It actually worked some new loopholes into the law, but Republicans included a little bit of a kicker in there. They outlawed campaign signs and window decals on cars parked at the Capitol. This was a not too subtle jab at Treasurer Dennis Milligan, who was not the favorite of the Republican power structure to be elected state treasurer, but he was elected. But he drives a big pickup truck that has a campaign decal painted all over it. Well, because of this new law, which prohibits campaign decals greater than 12 inches by 12 inches, he's had to park his big truck off the Capitol grounds. Well, guess what? Somebody spotted a state senator's big SUV with his back window full of a decal touting who else but Senator Eddie Joe Williams. Eddie Joe Williams, you may know, voted for that law that said you can't have big decals on your windows at the Capitol. But that was then and now is now. It's an election season after all. I'm Max Brantley. That's it on a slow day, but I'll be back tomorrow.
You feel it in your heart. The spirit of Little Rock. We've had that spirit since 1927, helping build our city by producing decades of leaders in the heart of our state. We are the heart of business and innovation, the heart of politics and government, the heart of arts and culture, and in our city beats the heart of a Trojan. UALR, we are Little Rock's team and Little Rock's University.